So today I will share you a small topic. It's kind of a mini class. It's not a public class. Okay, it's a mini class to sharing this idea. Is there a future for airline stocks? Okay, because how to say, this is for some middle term, okay, middle long term investor. They ask me for this one because if you do short term, actually, you know, it's not big chance for the airline stocks, right? And we know that recently there are no big chance for this sector. But also we have some news, right? We have some news from the Buffett, right? From the Buffett, because she, how to say, admitted the false strategies for the airlines in their Berkshire Hathaway anniversary meeting, right? So actually that's what I want to share with you today. So if you are the first time to attend my live, so I have a brief introduction of my class. Okay, my live, actually this is a program video. It's Homely Your Chart. Okay, it's the 18 sessions now. So if you want to watch the previous one, you can go to my YouTube. I put all the series in my YouTube. Okay, so this program is specially for designed for the Malaysia investors to learn the technical analysis. So we'll let you know the investment strategy for the current market and the pattern of bullish share and the movement of the bankers in the chart. Okay, so hope you can make how to say make some progress every day with down to earth mindset. And this is the disclaimer. Okay, this is the disclaimer. So any direct or indirect for losses or suffered by any person as a result of reliance on this video shall not be responsible. Okay. So let's go to our outlook today. I will show you these three parts. The first one is a review of the last session, and you know that we've talked about the oil sectors last session, right? Can you still hold the oil and gas shares? We will have a little bit review. And the second one is you will never be getting stuck. How to prevent you getting stuck in the market if you master one method, which is very important one. And the third one is there any chance in the airline stocks? Okay. So let's take a look about the first one, the review of last session. If you have missed, I will put my link in the WhatsApp, in the Facebook now. Okay, let me try out. Okay, I sent this session if you missed. Okay, if you missed this one before, you can go to my previous video. Okay, previous video to check. Okay, if you can still hold your oil and gas shares, because this sector is for short-term one, right? It's for short-term, and many investors make good money, good profit from this sector. Okay, so one of my member, okay, replied me this room. He say he bought the Heng Yuan. Heng Yuan is the oil shares, right? And he make 30% already. Only 3 days, I think 3 days. Yeah, he made 30%. Not bad, right? Because for short-term, no problem. Okay, so we can have a little bit review of some oil shares, right? Because after last sessions, and many investors come to me and want to check the shares, so I just share a few of them. So this is the Heng Yuan. This is my member. He makes money, and he 3 days, right? Because you see how to define the share is strong or weak. Okay, the first elements, which is the most important thing, is the big money, the fund size. Okay, you need to check not only in terms of the price, but also in terms of the funds, and which is also more important one. So from the in terms of the funds, you can see the third chart. This red shift is the funds, and it is the big money in the share market. We call it institutional funds or the bankers in the market. So you can see, so at present, recently, the bankers, okay, already more than 50%, means the bankers, the market makers already control the share and strongly push up the share. So that's why my member can make 30% in very short 2 or 3 days, right? And you can also do like that. But actually, this Hang Yuan have a little bit, how to say, profit space until it reaches to the white line. The white line you can consider it as a long-term resistance. Before, when this Hang Yuan meet this line, it drop, right? Later on, have another rebound now. So you need to see if it can break out or not. If cannot, you should sell. But when to sell, you can take a look about the second window. This window is DE, deviation. You can use this one to check, okay, when the green, okay, because the red column, okay, red bar is the money inflow and the green bar is money outflow. So when the red turn to green is your sell point. So now if you have this share, you can hold it. And later when the red bar turns to green, you just take a profit, okay, without hesitation. Before my members, okay, buy before when the green bar turns to red bar, okay. So this indicator can tell you the right reason when to entry and when to exit, which is very important, okay. So Hang Yuan still can hold, right? Very strong one. So next one is hibiscus. This share, how to say, a lot of people ask me, especially for some long-term investor. But you can see, actually, short-term is not so good, but long-term you can also check it's not so strong. Short-term, the bankers less than 50%, not so strong, right? And currently, you can see it meet resistance by the previous high. So if you have this one, you still can hold. But if it cannot break out the previous high, just take a profit. And you can also use this DE, the second window. The DE, if the red bar turns to green, you can also take your profit in time, okay? Next one. Sapura Energy. Sapura Energy quite weak, right? Quite weak. This because you see the bankers also only 25%, not so strong. So if you think it's for long-term, how to say, investor, okay, you also need to get the right rhythm. So far it's very, very small, right? Very small. And if the bankers can increase it now, you have bigger chance. But now it's very small rebound chance. And the Petra Energy 5133. Some shares also, some investors also have this one. This share, the bankers, okay, you see, it's not so strong compared to the Hang Yuan, but you can see the good sign is that the bankers, how to say, is increasing, right? It's increasing now. It's almost 50%. So it's also a good sign. Okay, it's also a good sign. So we can see. Now have some profit space before it meets to the white line, right? Before it moves to the white line. So actually you can see, okay, if you have this share, you can still hold. And later if it has sell point, when you meet the white line, should be careful. But if it break out with strong bankers support, you still can hold it, okay? Next one, Velasco. Okay, this share, a lot of investors ask me, but I think they have a good fundamental or something, and it's very classic shares in this sector. I don't know. So, but you see, I also meet a previous high as a resistance, and now the bank is around 25%. So, also not so powerful before you break out. Before the bankers increase to 50%, right? So now only 25%. If you have this share, yeah, you can comment there, and I can analyze more in details about your shares. Okay. Okay. So this one 5132 Delesio. Okay. This share I analyzed last time at the first one. So some of the investors think I'm giving tips. Actually, I'm not. Homely level giving tips. I just want to analyze. Okay. And this one, okay, have bankers more than 50% already, very strong one. And now you also, if you have it, 3 days ago, have a buy point because in the second window, the green bar turns to red bar, okay? And later, I just push up very strongly and now have a little space before you reach to the white line. So actually, you need to, how to say, if you have it, you can hold it. And later on, if you meet the white line, should be careful because you have resistance. Okay, so anyone have this share? You can comment there. You can comment there. But so far, if you have it, actually still can hold out, right? Good luck. Next one, 3042. And if you watch my last video, you know that is my favorite one. And I only watching this share. Okay, this oil shares as in my watch list. So because very strong, including the long term and the short term. And after last session, after I shared, you see the other days, other 2 days is still going up, very, very strong, because bankers also reached 50%, and the long term also in uptrend is very good one. Okay, so this one, and next one, okay, Scoomy is still very weak. Okay, last time we also shared this one, still very weak one. Okay, and so that's about some view of the last session. So do you have what question do I have for this oil one? You can put in the comment. Later, if we have time, I can share with you. But if don't have time, I will also how to say, reply you after this live class. Okay. So let's continue to our today's topic about the airline stocks. Okay. So as you know, okay, in the Berkshire Hathaway anniversary, Warren Buffett says that the Berkshire is reversing course on airlines again. Okay, again the time is May the 3rd. Okay, May the 3rd. In our time is yeah, also 2 days ago. So he said that, okay, he said that the Berkshire Hathaway exited is stakes in their 4 major US airlines, made up most of the company's $6.5 billion in equity sales in April. Okay, this is very crazy one, because really makes a lot, right? You really lose a lot. But how to say? Any shareholders? Yeah, any shareholders is need to be careful about this sector. Yeah, that's what it's saying like that. And you know, there are American airlines like the Southwest Airline, American Airline Group, and United Airline Holdings. Okay, all these shares made the loss around 6.5 billion. It's really a big one. Okay, so during his stream annual meeting, he said that the business has fundamentally changed following the economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic, right? So, so he, how to say, declined to blame the performance of the airline executives. Okay, saying they've done a good job of raising money to get through the crisis. Okay, and he also said that the world changed for airlines, and I wish them all, but he clarified that he made the decision and that the lost money on his investment, and that was my mistake. He admitted that, right? So also he didn't know how consumer travel habits will change after the pandemic subsides. But any reduction in the travel could leave airlines with higher than necessary fixed costs, right? And any impact could filter down to supply, like the Boeing, right? Boeing. So actually, from this one, from this view, from the Berkshire Hathaway anniversary, we can learn 2 things, right? There are 2 things we can learn. The first thing, the Buffett 股神 admitting his mistake. Actually, is a winner. Okay, to be a winner, to admit it, your mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, but you need to admit it. Okay, so it's kind of a mindset. Okay, it's a mindset. How to say, aspects. If you know that it's really a good start, right? And okay, you know, a stop loss is an admission of fault and a reformation of yourself. Okay, how to say like this? So admit the default is a life art. So it's kind of a anti-human thinking. Anti-human thinking in Mandarin is a 反人性的这种做法啊，反人性的做法。And the operation can away from their public retailer become their minorities, all right? So you see, it's very hard to us to do that, because most of the people don't want to admit it's their mistake. They may say, okay, somebody else giving me these tips. Okay, it's his fault. It's their fault. It's the company's fault. Actually, all the fault is ourselves, right? If you can admit, actually, you already start to be a winner, right? So if all you do is making money, okay, so how to understand like this? If you yeah, if you know this, then in your investment life, okay, you only have to make money and lose money, win or lose, and there are no stuck in. So you've already win. How? Okay, let me have a brief introduction about the explanation of this one, because sometimes it's not so good to explain in the English one. So means what? So if you know you're wrong, right? Because you know there are no 100% things, right? There is a probability. You can very high, but not absolute. Okay, so no 100 things. So if you have okay, unlucky, you made a wrong mistake. Once you buy the share, okay, it dropped. So the first thing, you just admit it, and you take your how to say, you stop loss, right? So once you can stop loss, and then you will not be stuck in the market, right? So you just lose a small, because if you can make big money and then lose more, and the result is you still make money in the share market, right? But if you didn't do anything and you just let it go because you lose money, and then you will be easily get stuck in the share market, right? So that is not good thing. So about this one, the first thing we can learn is that you need to be, how to say, admit it and set your stop loss, okay, at the first time, and then you will never be how to say, get stuck in the market. So this is what we want to say about the lose. Okay, those people, those who can't afford to lose, often lose. But you will not be lose, okay, if you can afford to lose. So I don't know if you can understand that. Okay, let me put the Mandarin patterns here. So 输不起的常常输，输得起的不会输啊，这样子的啊。Those who can't afford to lose often lose, but you will not be lose if you can afford to lose. Okay, so stop loss once is difficult. The first time is difficult, the second time is easy, right? The twice is easy, and the third time is not considered. So you can do it, make it as your ability, your habit. That is a good thing, right? Okay, so then how to do about this one? So how to prevent your capital being locked? So if you are going wrong, if you're going in the wrong direction, stopping is progress. Okay, stopping is progress. When 你停下来就是进步啊，如果方向错了，停下来就是进步。When is it worth the risk, and when take the profit, right? So you need to check, okay, control your risk one. So about this one, if you have this how to say, like the airline shares, then how to still have chance to control your risk, control your loss. And actually I will show you the method how to control your loss, okay, in other sector also the same. You can use the homely Tai Chi signal. There is a yellow signal, risk yellow signal, to remind you when to take your profit. And you can combine with the multi-color dragon there, because you can see the bankers data, the market makers data, and if it decrease with the locked retailers appeared, so it's a top area risk signal. Okay, so you can see this one. For example, we can also put it this in other sectors or other individual shares. For example, this one, this share is 0116 Focus Dynamics. Okay, Focus Dynamics. Can you see the yellow candle here? Maybe a little bit small, but here you can see a little bit small before it dropped. Okay, the yellow risk Tai Chi signal appeared already. So you just draw a rectangle and you extend. Later on, if the price cannot break up the rectangle, just take a profit, right? Okay, this is the first one. Okay, the second one you need to check. Actually, after the yellow candle, yellow risk signal appeared around 4 days later, right? 4 days later, their deviation expert appeared the green, because you know the red bar turns to green is your sell point, right? And then the third confirmation is the bankers. You can see the banker chips is decreasing. The red chips is the bankers chips, right? Is the bankers chips is decreasing. So 2 confirmation, okay, actually 3 confirmation. Here is the top area. So later on, you can, how to say, you can take your profit in time, right? Once you can, in this area, in this time, when the red turn to green, you should take a profit, right? So you can take a profit in time, and the loss, okay, the drop is there's no business, okay, with you anymore, right? So next one, this one, okay, focus on me. Next one, this is MinTech, okay, 7219 MinTech. In this morning, still have investor ask me this one, but you know, many of Homely members make money from this share, but all of them already sold before, because they can use this Homely Soviet check the Tai Chi yellow risk signals here. So you can see there is a yellow signal here. So you just extend, right? You extend and you can see it have this what have this risk. And the other day they are green. Yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry. Let me see what's going on. Okay, the second day the sell point appeared because the red bar turns to green, right? Red bar turns to green. So, and at the same time, you can see the bankers is decreasing, and later on with the luxury retailers appeared here, right? So can you see? Appeared here. So should be careful. And later on the prices keep dropping. So this is a risk. Remind, and later on should sell in this day, okay? And then change to another strong share, right? This share already finished, okay? So next one, this one is Vortex, okay? 0060. You can check here is the share's name. 0060 also have a yellow risk Tai Chi signal here, and you can extend. You can see there is also a sell point here, and the bank is decreasing, right? The bank is decreasing. Should be careful, right? 3 confirmation, you can take your profit perfectly. And the next one, this one is ES 0100 ES, okay? Also have Tai Chi risk okay, signal before, and later on after 4 days, okay, after 3 days, the sell points, okay, the DE sell points turns from red to green is also your sell point. And at the same time, the bank is decreasing, and then the green luxury retailer appeared. So should take a profit before, right? And this one, Notion, okay, Notion. Yesterday have a yellow risk area, yellow risk Tai Chi signal. But hold on, please don't worry. Okay, let me explain first. Okay, because I know many of you have this share because it's very strong. Before I know some of my member also buy this one because here has a buy point, right? You can see. Let me draw a little bit if you cannot see clearly. Before here have a buy point because the green bar turns to red bar, right? So before maybe you just buy here, and until now you make 20-30% is very good one. But now have the yellow appeared, and at the same time you can see the bankers decrease a little bit, and with a little bit green locked retailer. But do you need to sell tomorrow? Because tomorrow we'll be trading, right? We open the market. Okay, how to set, okay? So for example, you need to check the next day if the candlestick can break out or not. If we can break out, you still hold, right? But if we cannot break out, especially if we break down the rectangle, you should sell. But if it didn't break down or sideways or uptrend, no need to sell, okay? For example, this share, this is a 0185, okay? 0185 also appears the yellow one, okay? And you see, later the candles didn't break down and it break out, right? And at the same time, the DE didn't show you the sell point. And the most important thing, the banks also didn't decrease. So even appear the Tai Chi yellow risk signal, you no need to sell, okay? No to sell. So tomorrow you also need to be careful if the Notion, okay, no sell point with the DE and the bank is still holding there or remains there, then you know to sell, okay? So I just give a case study to let you know how to sell, how to take a profit in time, okay? So about this one, do you have any questions? You can just leave in the comment, okay? Once I checked, I will share with you, okay? I will share with you. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, this is the case. Okay, so this is some method you can take a profit in time if you have some strong shares, right? Because how to stop loss, right? And it's because some of the people just enter in the top area, but if you see the risk signal, you need to stop loss in time. And if you have money already, you have make profit already, you need to see when to take a profit. Okay, which is very important. Okay, then let's go back to our topic. So how long, okay, will the global airlines last in the dark era? Okay, is there a future for the airline stocks? So let's take a look about some news. Okay, several regional and low-cost airlines in Europe has filed for bankruptcy. Okay, bankruptcy or bankruptcy protection, with the International Air Transportation Association forecasting losses of $314 billion this year. Okay, so so it's really kind of for a reshelf. Okay, reshelf. Okay, let's go. So will there be a future for the budget airlines as they face a reshelf? Okay. So, you know, since the outbreak, so many airlines considered the middle seat vacancy to reduce the contact between the passengers. Okay, so an Italian airline seats design company is even more proactive, designing the post-epidemic era, okay, passengers aircraft. So there are two options for the cabin. Okay, so the one option is for their installation of protective covers on both sides of the seat and a barrier between the passengers. So the other, more extreme, would completely flip the middle seat. Okay, flip the middle seat in an attempt to minimize the contact between the passengers. Okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean? There are experts say that if there are no middle seats to sell, and no airline can make money, right? Either stop flying or raising the fares by at least 50 to 100%. So it will mean the end of the era of cheap airlines, okay, for the cheap airlines, because the highly cost, right? The highly cost. So it's kind of, if in Malaysia, it's like Malaysia Airlines and the airline faces the grim outlook in the future. So let's take a look about the chart. Okay, first thing, the cheap airlines, right? The how to say, the Air Asia. Air Asia. Okay. Okay. One of the investors. Thank you, Mr. Chen. You remind me that some investors give some comments in their Facebook. But I think maybe my handphone, the internet is not so stable. I always cannot see your comments here, but I will try my best. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chen. Okay, so this airline, okay, Air Asia, this is quarterly chart. We need to check the long-term chart first, right? So it's the quarterly chart. I draw a line, okay, downtrend line here, okay? So it's downtrend line here in the top, in the high points. And there is also a Tai Chi risk before, a long time ago, a risk there. Recently, okay, it dropped a lot, and you can see I draw a line here, maybe have a small support, but not so strong. Because why? You can see the bankers, okay, in the third window. Their bankers is still very less, okay, in the quarterly chart. If less bankers, no problem, but should be need to increase. Increase is also a good sign, but it didn't, right? And the money outflow, okay, the money outflow, because the bar is green color, okay, it's green color. I don't know if you can hear me clearly, because when I see my Facebook, then just hang it there, didn't move. I don't know why. Can because cannot see the chart. Can okay, I don't know. Okay, sorry, I cannot see your comments. Okay, no problem. Let's go on. So this is a quarterly chart. You see, the AH not so good, right? So next one, this one is a daily chart of Asia. So daily chart also have small bankers around 20%. Okay, actually it's 11%. 11%, not so much. And it means if the bankers appeared but less than 50%, means you still have chance to make small profit, but not stable and continuous profit. Okay, at least unless it can reach 50%. Okay, but now it's only small one. And then you can see the daily chart. Okay, small rebound. Okay, small rebound, and the money inflow no problem. So means have a short-term chance, but actually the previous high didn't break out, right? So still have a lot of resistance. So short-term also not good time, right? Not good time because if you have stronger shares, you will not want to buy this one, right? You will not want to buy this one. So actually, it's a kind of short-term one, right? Short-term one. If, for example, you compare to their healthcare share, right? You will not want to check this one out. But I'm not saying that's the fundamental thing. Although the Buffett said that the airline sector, aviation sector have more fundamentally changed. But I don't give any comments about this one. Just want to help you in terms of the technical analysis, okay? So this is the daily chart of AirAsia. Do you have any question about this AirAsia? And any one of you have this share? If you have, you can comment, give me comments. I will try to check. But I think now I can see my Facebook. Okay, I can see my Facebook now. And okay, no problem. So let's go on. Next one. This one is 5014 Malaysia Airports. Okay, Malaysia Airports. So Malaysia Airports, okay, in quarterly chart, you can see in quarterly chart is there is the uptrend line I joined here. But the point is that now, last year already break down the uptrend line, right? Last year. And at the same time, the bankers also decreasing. Means the market makers also exited earlier from this airport. Only now have a very small rebound, okay, very small rebound. This is a resistance, okay, for the current rebound. It rebound and the money having inflow, okay, money having inflow. So this is for longer term. This one is better than the AirAsia because before it's in uptrend for long term, right? I think some fundamental how to say value investors have mixed money from this share, right? Okay, so in the daily chart, it's like this Malaysia Airport. Daily chart is also similar to AirAsia. Small bankers here, so it also increase slowly. And the good thing is have a Tai Chi bottom signal before. Okay, if the Tai Chi signal is blue color, means chance in the bottom. But if it's a yellow color, it's risk one, right? It's risk one. I think do I need to turn on the light? Little bit dark. Is better. Okay, so this is about the daily chart of Malaysia Airline. But if you have other aviation sector, you can leave in the comments. I can check for you. I can check for you. Okay, so what I'm putting here is the era of high cost travel is coming. What does this mean? What does this mean? How to say? Means that, you know, the Middle East already does not sell their before, okay, the Middle East does not sell the tickets, and no airlines can make money, right? So either stop their business or increase the fares by at least 50 to 100%. But how to say, this sentence means that their low cost, their cheap airlines is their era of cheap airlines is ending, right? It's ending. So is there any, how to say, is there any business model, right? Is there any business model, okay, for the cheap one, for the cheap model, for the cheap airlines, right? So what I put here, the normal epidemic prevention measures of the use of the airport temperature measurements facilities and the airlines to testing will bring high costs. Okay, is there any cheap models for the future? Okay, so if there are no good opportunities in the future, what? Okay, contact this one. We need to speak this one relatively. Okay, relatively speaking, low cost airlines are a business model, right? No matter how concentrated the market is, we believe that in the light of the development of the aviation sector, regulation will become more and more mature, and the consumer rights will also become more and more powerful. So in the new normal model of travel, there will still be a cheap model, okay? There will still be a cheap model in the future, okay? So, but if there are no good opportunities in the near future, okay, in the short-term one, what should we invest, right? And what are the investment opportunities after the MCO, okay? So recently, there are two important sectors you need to focus on, which can take you fly, okay? Double your profits, which is very important. So how to lay out, okay? I'm going to share this topic with you, okay, in this coming Sunday, okay? This is a public class, okay? The investment opportunities after the MCO, okay? In this Sunday, okay, this share. So I will share you in this public class. This class around 1 hour and a half, okay? 1 hour and a half. I will share you in this class. So if you have booked, no need to rebook. But if you haven't, you can WhatsApp me, okay? Send your name and to my number 011-1652-7962. Send your name to 011-1652 and 7962, okay? You can book this class for free. And of course, if you want to diagnose your shares, especially the investors, if you have the airline shares or other shares, you can also send me your name and your share code number to my WhatsApp. So now maybe I can give 5 to 10 minutes for you. You can give you can type in the comment, and I can share the shares for you if you want. But I'm not sure if I can see your comment in time, because my handball always gets stuck here. Although my shares not get stuck to the market, but internet, my handball always gets stuck here. Sorry about the inconvenience. Okay. So I still cannot see your comment feedback here. Okay, no problem. So I think no problem. Even I cannot see your comments there. You can send your name. Okay, diagonalize your share, okay, by sending your name to 011-1652-7962, okay, to diagonalize your shares. And if you want to attend the class, okay, this coming Sunday, if you don't have time, next Saturday also have another share, okay, another public class for you. Other class is member course, only for the members, okay. Only these two classes are preview class, so you can attend for free. Okay, but need to register. Okay, send your name to 011-1652-7962. Okay, to book this course for free. Okay, so that's almost all for my sharing today. So thank you very much for your watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.